name is Fiona Healy, a chartered physiotherapist specialising in all things pregnancy and postnatal. And today I'm just going to show you how to use your gym ball to help alleviate any symptoms you may have of back pain or pelvic pain or hip pain in pregnancy. So we'll start off just sitting on the gym ball. So ideally your knees are in line or just your hips slightly higher than your knees. And first off, we're going to take it into an exercise called the pelvic tilt. So with the pelvic tilt, you're rolling on your sitting bones. So your sitting bones being the bones in your bottom, you'll feel as you flatten the curve in your back, you'll roll back on your sitting bones, and then you're rolling forward and you'll exaggerate the curve in your back. This is a very simple exercise, but a super exercise for loosening out any tightness you may feel in the lower back. So you're rolling back and forward. And you'll see my shoulder and head are not too involved in the exercise. You're trying to get the movement within the lower back itself. So flattening that curve and arching again. As you flatten, you'll feel your tummy tighten and your bump almost disappear. And then arching out, you'll exaggerate the bump. Just rolling from anterior to posterior tilt. I want you to find somewhere in the middle where you're not too arched or you're not too flattened. And from here we'll take it into our second exercise, which is pelvic circles. So with pelvic circles, you're trying to leave your head and shoulders in the center and your hips are doing a dance around your head. So in a full circle. So you'll take it over to the left, back, around to the right, forward, and just rolling. You might find one corner is just a little tight. Don't push into it, just roll through it. And the next time you might be able to go a little bit wider. So rolling around. Nice relaxed breathing. And then we'll switch direction. So same exercise, just the hips going in the opposite direction. Again, you're trying to stay nice and tall on the gym ball, so keep the length through your spine. Keep the shoulders nice and open. Just imagining width across the collarbones. And the hips are rotating around in a full circle. Come back to center now where you feel you've equal weight on your sitting bones, right and left. And we're going to take it into an arm stretch, which is super at loosening out your lower back. So you'll reach one hand right up by your ear, come back down and take the opposite arm up. Come back and reach. You'll feel the length coming from your sitting bone as you reach right up towards the ceiling. So it's going to give you a little bit of space in the lower back. If you want, you can add in the opposite heel. So as my right arm is lifted, my left heel is raised, and then switching over onto the other side. This just adds a little bit of a core exercise to the stretch as well. Coming back to center, and this time we'll take it to a side stretch. So you're going to reach your arm right up overhead first, up beside your ear, and then you're going to reach over. Come back to center, and you just reach up with the other hand and reach over. The upward reach is as important as the overreach because that's going to give you a little space between your ribs and your hips. Coming back up. This is a nice one that you can add the breath to, so breathing in to reach up and breathing out to reach over. Coming back up, breathing in and breathing out. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can take your forearm onto the ball instead of just your hand. Come back to center. We'll do the same on the other side, so reach up and reach over. Come back, inhale, reaching up, and exhale, reaching over. Come back up, We'll just do one more of those either side. You can just roll out the shoulders after that. And we're just going to do one more exercise now, sitting on the gym ball. So we're going to take our arms up to shoulder height, out by our sides. You're going to take a breath in, and as you breathe out, you're just going to rotate around, all the way around, and you'll feel a stretch between your shoulder blades. Come back to center, and then we'll reach out to the other side. Coming back to center, reaching around again. Breathe in to hold, and breathe out to come back. If your arms are getting tired, you can cross them across your shoulder and you can do the same thing. So breathing in, and as you breathe out, rotate. Breathe in to hold, and breathe out to come back. You just release the arms back down, rolling out the shoulders. And this time we'll come down onto our knees with our hands on the ball. And we're going to take it back into our pelvic tilt again. So our pelvic tilt is just exaggerating the curve in the lower back and then flattening it off. So your forearms are just resting on the ball as you take your lower back through an arch and a flattening. If you're feeling tired, you can rest your head on the gym ball. Again, don't push into any movement. If you go to here and you're feeling a little bit of a jerk, then just come back out of it. Go in again the next time. Just nice fluid movement is the most important thing. And relaxed breathing. From here, we'll take it into a circle. So we did these sitting on the ball. We'll do them here in this position as well, because this is a nice position to offload the sacrum, which is the bone just above your tailbone, between your lower back and your tailbone, which can give a lot of bother in pregnancy. So you're taking it into a full circle. Again, if you wish to, you can rest your head on the ball. And we'll just switch in the opposite direction. You'll probably find one way is easier than the other. So again, just take it nice and slow and work your way through the full circle, ensuring your breathing is nice and relaxed. Coming back to center, we're just going to take it through an exercise. It's called wag the tail. So you're just taking your hips from side to side. So you'll shorten the space between your left hip and your left shoulder. You'll come back to center, and you'll do the same on the other side. So shortening between your right hip and your right shoulder. So it's as though you had a tail and you're wagging it from side to side. Again, a really nice exercise for pelvic pain, for lower back pain. You might find one side is just a little stiffer than the other. Again, you can add breathing, or if you're just relaxed breathing, just work away with whatever rhythm suits you. Again, nice and steady. Speed is not a good idea with these exercises. It's nice rhythmical movement. And the last exercise we'll do on our hands and knees is just reaching out with the ball. So you reach the ball ahead, you allow the bra strap region just to relax. Breathing in here and then breathing out, coming back up. Again, reaching out. Allow the shoulders just relax and lengthen. And then we're coming back up. Super, so we'll leave it at that for today.